Hello there, YouTube. We are back with another set of BT-17 match commentary for you guys. I'm joined by the twerking king, the quackity McQuack quack, TJ.
Gorilla the spinner, orangutan banging on my chest.
That's the beat.
That's my bar. That's it. I thought about trying to make a twerking noise, but I don't know what a twerking noise is, and my cheeks don't clap like that, so I can't physically do it.
For some reason, when you said that, I was like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that's like what you would like twerk to.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's like probably like the cartoonish sound effect, right? Anyways.
Anywho's, yes, we are here with some commentary. Like I said, we've got a battle of the Hyper Colosseum members here. We've got TJ himself on the left playing Imperial, going up against Arby, who's playing Fenrilooga, the Takemi Kazuchi build. So it should be an interesting matchup. Both decks can do some crazy crazy things. I was like between things and shenanigans, and it just came. I was like, but you guys,
what sounded like came out like shit.
But yeah, should be a good matchup. And definitely an interesting one at that. Couple things before we hop into the round itself. If you like the content, you like what you're seeing, please do consider hitting that like and subscribe button. You know, we'd greatly appreciate it. And if you're considering or want to become a member, the instructions and how to do that will be down in the video description as well. For those of you who aren't aware, member perks really right now are just like exclusive deck profiles that you get access to a couple days earlier than the public. But we are planning on rolling out a few more exclusive perks as sort of like we get things settled down. We have a couple ideas. We're just trying to...
We got plans.
Yeah, we're just trying to put the execution down now. So stay tuned for further updates regarding that. But yeah, you know, enough chit chat from us. Let's hop right into the round over here.
I love those Rika sleeves.
Yeah, they're very nice.
It made me want to watch Gridman again.
So we've got Arby with a pretty decent start from a Fenry perspective. You know, you go into a BT-14 Luga, and then you go into an analog just to set up your trash, which is always pretty solid. You get some search in with a BT-12 Wormmon. You pick up...
Yeah.
What was it?
I grabbed an XV off of that.
Yeah.
It was a BT-12 XV. So Arby's going to push up. Luga effect, tuck in AG, be able to gain a memory. He's debating what he wants to do. Just drops a Emperor, and then we'll spit out the AG. So I'm a little bit stuck. I don't have any Davis Cans. I do hit a Kazuchi out of security, which is tough. It's big spooky. And then because one of my Digimon was deleted, he's able to suspend his Emperor to draw a card.
Right.
And I just end up playing another Wormmon bottom deck of Davis, unfortunately, but grab a I think it was a Sting that I grabbed. So
Arby goes ahead and slides another code AG underneath, gaining a memory off of the Lugan boy. Goes into a Lugar. It's just debating what he wants to do here. We'll go ahead and pitch an AG to
gains 2 KDP.
Yep.
And then can draw a card.
Just solid.
Yep.
Go ahead and swing.
Go ahead and swing. Jinx, show me a soda.
A Red Bull.
Yes, please. Hey, you have a Red Bull! Hear me out! I can be your athlete! Don't mind the gut that's currently on camera right now on the left. Anyways, he'll pitch a Fenry Solugar, be able to Evo into it. I was just grabbing his DP stuff so we can keep reminding this, but it's plus 4K now total because he's able to activate the whole effect again.
Go ahead.
Pitch 2.
We'll use effect to pop the little boy going into a Fenry. And then Fenry effect lets him play out a Kazuchi. Can still declare the alliance due to sequencing. Can swing for 2 checks at real big numbers. And then end of attack.
No favors.
We'll gain a memory and restand. We'll
gains 2 memory back.
Yeah, spit out the code
memory,
AG to gain the memory back, giving you 2 memory. And at this point, it's just like, okay, Fenry.
Yeah, so at this point, I'm trying to think about what I want to do. I was debating pushing up the worm. I forgot the Emperor was there, and then I'm like, you'll see my reaction in a second. Nah. Yeah. So I'm a little bit stuck. I'm trying to think about what I want to do.
Just go ahead and swing.
I just swing the worm. Yeah, I'm just stuck. Like, I don't have a Davis Ken. I was missing 4s. I was constantly memory starved. Like, it was just bad. It was bad news bears. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, if I lose, I lose. I'll just drop the Davis Ken. If he has it, he has it.
There's a Davis and Ken, just not the one you're really looking for.
Nope, not the one that I need.
So Arby here has a pretty good amount of memory to work with at 5. Goes into a Lugar in the bank for 2. I think it's fair here, yeah. You just set up, you just look for pieces, pick up a training. I'm assuming you probably just play out a training again if you want to. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and swing.
He just swings. Does hit
Giga
Giga Death, so I was
says
like, okay,
bye-bye.
cool. Which is like, you know, in some worlds it would be nice. However, with that much setup and momentum,
Plays
on his
out
board,
an
just
AG
drops
for
an
3.
AG.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this, it's pretty tough. So I go ahead, I go into a worm in the back. I finally find a Davis Ken, and I'm like, you know what? I'll Evo into XV. He's gonna go 3 anyways. I'll drop Davis Ken. If I live, I live. If I die, I die.
Sure. Yeah.
It was just a matter of like, does he have it or does he not? Because there's really nothing else I can do, and all I can do is just try and set up for a comeback, or you know, to try and go for game next turn. If I see the right stuff.
So Arbs will slide the code AG underneath, cracks a training to go into Soul Lugar. Soul Lugar. Yeah, like ooh.
Pitches 2. We'll go ahead, be able to spit out a body. Spits out the Lugar. Effect will let him go into Fenry. Fenry will gain a memory because he's played out a boy because of the Luga. Fenry effect on Evo. He'll spit out Kazuchi. And then he's able to DNA if he'd like. I think he's thinking if he wants to just wait.
Just
yeah,
goes
just
ahead
go ahead
and
and
does it
DNA.
here. Sets you
Sets
to
the
3, but I mean here you can just
He gains 1, recovers 1.
but swing. Alliance, pitches a card, trashes, restands.
Big number, and then yeah, big guy. So we go game 2.
Jeez.
We go game 2.
I really don't know how RB sequences all that. I feel like I would just mess all that up.
It's once you get that pattern
to be
down,
fair,
it's
yeah,
pretty consistently the same combo. Usually trashing the same car. It's just a matter of seeing it.
Yeah.
It's just important to remember the interactions and all like the little things that happen in between, and that's where it can kind of get a little bit lost in the sauce.
Sure.
But you know, admittedly on the bright side, you're not like spitting out as many bodies as like BT-14 Fenry normally is. So.
Right.
There's nothing more inspiring to get back into shape than looking at my belly on camera. In some ways it's cute, but in other ways I'm just like, man, I used to be so fit.
We get there.
There was a time I realized I forgot to shuffle my eggs, so I'm like, okay, hold on, wait, I should shuffle.
Yeah.
So Arby tabs. It doesn't matter. I hatched the same thing anyways. So V, and then I just
a better start.
So much better start. Much better start, at least in terms of getting a Davis Ken on board. The issue now is that
oh my.
I need to see all the other things. So Arby grabs a Fenry, Bob takes the other 2, can trash a card in hand, passes an AG. Pretty good. I do draw a worm. I know the Emperor's there, so I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna push up this turn, so I have to just start a main phase, drop the worm, grab the ST worm, because I'm like, you know what? If he knocks anything out of security, then at least I'll have, you know, maybe some sources I can go into. I go in the XV in the back.
Was it ST
and here
worm
I'm
or
realizing,
was it the BT-16?
or not ST,
worm?
BT-16 worm.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said ST. Something I was kind of kicking myself for here, as I was like, you know what? I could have evoed into a, I think I had a Stingmon in hand. Yeah, I had a Stingmon in hand that I could have evoed. And if I did that, I could have just choked to 1 by suspending Davis Ken.
Sure.
And made this all a lot, you know, at least a little bit more difficult to navigate.
Lugar
and on
effect
the
here will proc, which there you go. You see the Soul Lugar.
Yeah, he does his
Pitching
thing. But
it, you do the
to
thing.
finish
Yeah.
to finish what I was saying, I And then if I choke to 1, I like even if it pops the stack, I like the Sting just goes into trash, and I can use the the BT-16 worm to go into it next turn. So I was kind of kicking myself for that a little bit. So right now that would have been really good. I would have had way more memory if Arby still did the same play. Probably would have done a different play, I imagine. But
okay, so Arby will go ahead and spit out the AG end of turn. Gain 2 memory off of that to choke you to 1. And he says go.
Did I draw twice? I think I drew twice. Whoopsie.
That's all right.
Whoopsie.
So you do decide to push up the XV here. Play out a worm off of the Davis and Ken.
Yeah, but no dice from anything else there. Go worm. Draw. Tap Davis Ken. It doesn't really... Like, I'm still kind of... Oh, sorry. I keep the turn, and then I'm able to go ahead and play Davis. Grab the Paldra. Go ahead and... I should show everyone what I drew. Go into a Paldra there. I'm able to gain 2 memory, and then strip the top 3 sources. I can't stun it, because it still has the egg.
Davis should let you strip the last card, though, no? Davis and Ken.
And then I draw for Evo, because I did not draw for Evo. Say again?
Davis and Ken?
No, I did Davis. I did Davis Ken to go into the Stingmon to keep turn, because I didn't have a Imperialdramon yet. So then I had to hard drop the Davis to find the Paldra.
Alright, so Arby just starts to set up in the back. Goes into a Lugar. And then drops a code AG.
Yeah, so the thing with the new Fenrilooga is that if you play a Tamer or a Digimon with the SLC traits, you pop something with 10 KDP or less. So it just pops my body, and I didn't have partition, so it's just Sedge Bears. And that reveal was painful. So I'm debating what I want to grab, because like my XV and my Stinger and Trash, I don't really have any other 4s in hand, I think, at this point. So I was debating what I wanted to grab. I have to grab the worm here, looks like. Yeah. Bottom right through the 2. Promo worm in the back. And at this point, I'm just thinking. Checking trash, seeing what I got.
Hard play a BT-12 worm.
There's a Paldra finally. BT-16 one. Just trying to find that boy. And then I think I just dropped another rookie. Just set him over to his 3. I was looking at the Paladin mode ace in hand. So I was like, you know what? This could go kind of crazy. But there's not enough cards in trash to make anything worth it. Like this.
Pick up an XP.
I knew he had a Kazuchi in. Or no, I guess no, he didn't have a Kazuchi in hand. Or I didn't know if he had a Kazuchi in hand because I hadn't seen anything yet. And I just I flipped that Vmon upside down to show that that's the one that's gonna bounce back to my hand. End of Arby's turn. Looks like Arby's a little bit stuck though. He couldn't find a Solugar. Considering what he wants to do.
Yeah, we see a Hell Lugar in hand. I believe we also see a Takemi Kazuchi in hand as well. So some options, but I mean, you do have a good amount of little guys out on board.
Yeah, we'll tuck the AG.
Okay, we'll go ahead and swing with the Lugar.
Yeah.
Pitching a Takeme.
Draw 1.
Declares
Alliance. Yep. So 2 checks. I think it was 18k. It's a.
Oh.
I think that's a. Yeah, that's a fighter mode ace, and then hits a Daikin, which is pretty good for me. Tucks another AG in. Just hard drops the Kazuchi.
Sure.
For 12. Because this deck can do that. Goes crazy.
So
is able
now
to
DNA.
Go ahead. Yeah. Draws for Evo. Sets the memory over to 3. Well, minus 16 first.
Yeah. So we minus 16 on the Wormmon. Set ourselves to 3. Gain a memory. Recover 1.
I'm realizing he could have probably popped something else too, because when he played the Because
Right.
I think. Wait, hold on. Let me double check before I start talking. Yeah. Yeah. Because Suchi has Pulse Bond attack, so you could have popped a 10 KDP or less. So he could have popped one other body. But does the swings, does the checks, is unfortunately unable to unsuspend because does not have funny enough that Imperialdramon the strip sources actually came up. It actually did something. Spits out the bomb on accident for a second, and then just we'll go ahead and spit out the AGs and then or pass his turn and spit out the AGs.
Sure.
So the second Daiken, I think, does come up pretty big here for me. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I was debating if I wanted to push up the worm and lose 2 memory, but I'm like, you know what? I think I'm better off just trying to drop 2 rookies for free and not having to worry about it. Go ahead and grab one of the BT-16 VMon. Play out a BT-16 worm. Worm will let me Evo for 1 into something from the trash. And then I can go ahead, Evo into a
start to do Imperial things.
Yep. So we'll go ahead. We'll gain 2 memory, DNA into Imperialdra, tap 1 Daiken, strip 3 sources, gain a memory. Tap the other one, strip sources, gain a memory, lock down the board. And now I'm in my groove. Finally.
Sitting pretty.
Yep. So I'm debating how I want to do things. I swing through the Luga, pierce for a check on suspend. Swing through the Lugar, pierce for another check, hit an AG. The Takemi Kazuchi's locked down, so I'm not super worried about it. It has no sources to do any of the weird turn shenanigans, so it's basically just a big 16k body that just can't really do much right now.
Right.
If anything, keeping it on board locked down is probably better for me, because then I don't have to worry about it being evoed from trash.
Right.
But at the moment, I think I was trying to decide what I want to do. I think I was trying to see if there was a way I can get a second Imperialdra this turn, but I don't think there is. So I just go XP in the back to get around the Emperor for following turns.
That's smart.
And then trying to... I actually don't remember what I did. I think I just dropped a Stingmon.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's
yeah,
fair.
I did. Yeah, just drop it for 3.
Arby will go to 5 off of the Cracker AG as a memory setter, and then 2 AGs to gain memory. Plays out, yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting it. It trashes a card in hand. And unfortunately, Arby's kind of stuck here. Does opt to just hard drop a Hellugar. Just has to try and get rid of some of the bodies here. We'll be able to end of turn, draw 2 cards, grab a Luga back from trash. Pops the Sting, and then that's about it. So I am at 5. All my stuff on suspends. I push the XV up. Start a main, play V. Evo into a Sting for 2 because I didn't have another rookie.
Sure.
Go ahead and go into another Imperialdra here. Draw for the Evo. Able to tap the Daikens to gain the memory. That boy's stunned again, and then I think I just start swinging.
You start doing Imperial shenanigans.
I do hit a Analog Youth.
Sure, swing again, and then swing.
Yeah, swing, unsuspend, swing. Yeah.
You good?
So, from the jaws of defeat, I too live. Much like Guther in the previous video. But yeah, so I was able to finally get the ball rolling. I mean, that's the thing. And this is what's kind of the issue is everyone is very much of the mind like that Imperial's going to be the problem deck now and that they need to hit Daiken. If you hit Daiken, the deck dies. It goes back to BT-12 Imperial.
The deck is done. The deck is it's not playable if you don't.
As someone who has played a lot of Imperial, the matches where I have Daiken and the matches where I don't have Daiken are literally wins or losses. And even then, I still lose sometimes with Daiken if my opponent high rolls well enough, you know? I think if you want to hit Imperial, and we were talking about this with Jarrell earlier, if you want to hit Imperial without actually killing the deck, hit the BT-12 XV.
Yeah.
He gives jamming. He gives you a memory when you DNA into a green Digimon. Like, it slows the deck down a little bit where they're not as memory crazy as they currently are. They have to run the old EX1 XV if they want to consistently have jamming. That, or they're going to have to start running more of the BT-16 XV or something to try and just have enough DP to live. And it just like, it'll just make the deck a bit more like hospitable, I think.
I agree.
That one extra memory you gain, it just goes crazy. And also the fact that they're 4-drops is also insane. I mean, if you, there's even an argument, honestly, to hit the Sting mod as well. If you hit both the BT-12 Sting and XV, put them both down to 1, the deck slows down, but I don't think it outright dies.
Yeah. It still, I believe, would be the strongest of the DNA decks, but I mean, we've seen it too,
definitely.
Right? With the
the
Sylphie build and the Shaco build, the fact that you don't have those level 4s that give you memory when you DNA Digivolve, you've seen the tempo difference between those deck and Imperial.
It's night and day.
Yeah. On top of the fact you have access to those DNA and the DNA rookies as well. But
yeah.
As we were yapping.
Arby got a really good setup. He's got an AG on board, memory setter AG. He's got an analog youth and a training. He did some reveals. Got a Kazuchi in trash, which is perfect, and was able to grab a Luga off of it. And I think he put an AG in trash as well, which is just insane. He just like high rolled the analog youth reveal. Goes over to his 3. Gonna push up Luga. Yep, tucks the AG in from trash, gains a memory. I mean, like, you couldn't ask for a better reveal off of analog youth, really. It's just insane. Goes Lugar, is able to draw 1, pitches 1 to draw 1 and gain 2 KDP. Depending what he wants to do.
Will training here.
Yep, go Hell Lugar. Nothing too crazy there. I mean, he's pretty free to just like do a chip if he wants to. I think that's what he's debating on, because he didn't see the Soul Lugar like early enough. We'll just hard evo into the Fenry. We'll draw. Fenry will go ahead and play out the Kazuchi. That'll pop the worm. Spits out the AG. Jokes me to want to go to 3 anyways. So
yeah,
tough bears.
That's
scary.
Yeah, yeah.
We love a good turn 2 Fenrilooga Kazuchi. If there was a Takumi Kazuchi in trash, my goose was already so good.
That's a pretty good set of turns right there by Arby.
Yeah. Do I push up? I think I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I have an XV and then an end of turn DNA, so I'm debating if I want to do it. So I dropped the XV. I'm able to gain a memory and DNA into BT-16 Pale. Oh, I remember what happens now. I think I'm debating between. I think I had 3 different Pales in hand. I think I had BT-16, BT-12, and a BT or an ST. I got to go BT-16 because I'm like, you know what? I can at least suspend everything and keep it locked down. I swing and it's Takumi Kazuchi.
Oh my!
I didn't have jamming. I was 11k. I think I had the one of Demi, but I hit that guy.
Hit a big guy.
So that was pretty unlucky. That was not great. Takumi Kazuchi goes back to hand, but I mean, that's fine. He can just hard slam it and then Evo into Kazuchi and set memory to 3 and all the crazy stuff. So
yeah, well, there it is.
Yep. Like, that's all you have to do. I'm just like, yep, there we go. I knew I was pretty. It was pretty Jover. He can't unsuspend, but I mean, he doesn't need to. He burns top, does a check.
Jeez.
Yeah, just trainings for 2.
Luga.
Yeah. And the turn spits out. That boy gains a memory. He's able to go into the Luga.
Of course, because why not?
Yep. Yep. And then goes Lugar.
For 2. Sure.
I mean, it puts me to 4, but like Lugar in the back. He's got 2 AGs, a training, and analog youth on board. Takumi Kazuchi is just stacked and ready to go with everything it needs. I didn't have a tamer come out of security to help me.
Well, another thing too that's like kind of crazy about Takumi Kazuchi is that Kazuchi's inheritable when something is removed from security, you like minus 8k.
Yeah, so you can minus 24k on something technically with the whole combo. Which is, I mean, it's huge. It's a big bomb. And DP reduction is massive right now, so it's very, very strong. So I think at this point, I was just kind of doomer. I didn't really know what to do. I don't think Arby even hit really any level 4s out of the trash. And I had some like Wormmon shenanigans I could have done, but I didn't have end of turn DNA with those shenanigans. So I was kind of just stuck.
Sure.
So I think at this point I was debating what to do. I think I just drop a worm. I just Evo into Sting just to go ahead and just try and
do something.
Get some draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean it's you know, I figure if it's somehow, I mean it's gonna die. I knew it was gonna die, but it's like that's fine. I had another Sting in hand. But yeah, Arby just sets us the perfect setup here. So he just drops the Lugar. Is considering how he wants to do it. I think he was a little bit kind of stuck in his head. I think Arby even said he was overthinking a little bit, but I mean, it's pretty straightforward. He's double checking a few things. Swings. Will be able to
declare alliance. Yep. Pitches top card to pitch. We'll go ahead and pop the Sting. You should be doing 2 checks here. There's a Davison, and then you swing with the Lugar.
And then just swings for game. Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's tough. It's tough. I mean, the only thing that really would have saved me there is if he hit a Mega Death. Or not Mega Death, Giga Death.
Giga Death, right.
Which at the time of this version of the deck I had 2, but I think I just wasn't seeing them. I saw them later. Jarrell unfortunately had some encounters with Giga Death. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was still fun games. It was really, really good. Arby played it well. It's just if you don't see Davis Ken, you are just playing Old Imperial, and Old Imperial is just not very good.
Yeah, no. But I agree with you. I think a lot of people were clamoring for Davis and Ken to get hit, but you hit that card, the deck is just so much worse. And I don't think it's a smart hit in terms of at least keeping Imperial viable.
Yeah, I think there's better things you can do.
Correct. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And hopefully we've done enough to convince you to keep tuning in. So if you do want to support the channel, like I said, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. Also check out our membership link down in the video description below. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.